Hi guys. So I kind of want to talk a little bit about the Amanda Todd story that's been going around because I am actually at the same school that she used to go to, CABE, and I saw her like in the halls all the time last year and this year, and just it's so weird to think about the fact that she was going through all that and nobody really noticed. And I'm sorry if this seems kind of like my thoughts are like everywhere, but I don't actually have a script for this. I'm just gonna go on with what I say. So, mostly Amanda Todd killed herself over bullying, but I mean, there's always a multitude of reasons that someone has to come to that. And I find it extremely confusing and depressing because not only did she kill herself, but it could have been so easily prevented. Because we've all been there, well, not all of us, but damn lot of us have been there, where you are seriously standing on the edge of life and death because you just can't handle it anymore. Mine came about a little over a year ago, and it was so horrible to be sitting in my room thinking, I can't handle this anymore, and I can't do this anymore. And the emotions were so strong after something really terrible had happened to me. The only thing that saved me was that a guy that I barely even knew texted me and he said, "Hey." That alone was enough for me to think about if someone actually finds me a decent enough person to want to text when they're bored, maybe I'm not so bad. Maybe I do deserve something better, and maybe I can get out of this. No one was there to save Amanda. When I walked into school the other day, I walked in and my friend Amanda, she was crying her eyes out, and she looked so distraught. So I hugged her and asked her what was up, and that's when I really looked around and I realized there was 4 or 5 girls in the vice principal's office. It's a very small school. I think there's about 200, 300 kids at my school. And it's an alternative school, so it's basically where kids that can't really do regular high school go, or some kids that happen to live super super close. But mostly it's the screw ups or the weirdos that go to my school. I'm one of the weirdos, and all of us were just so upset because a lot of people at my school have been on that edge, but for some reason we stepped back. And my friend actually ended up having to get her parents to drive her home, let her mom to drive her home because she was so upset. Another friend of mine was talking about how he wanted to just fucking kill people. Um, my friend arrived at school since my boyfriend wasn't going for the morning that day. We stayed at school for about 5 minutes, talked loosely about what happened, and then we just had to leave. It was too much for us. So we went down to Henderson Place to get some smokes and went the hell home. It was a very depressing day. Yesterday there was a lot of reasons to smile and remember her life, but everyone's not there yet. We all needed that day to just grieve. And I didn't know her that well, and it still upset me. I wasn't crying, but I know damn well a lot of freaking people were. I saw a girl on the bus home just crying her eyes out because she was friends with this girl who really didn't deserve it. I think one of the big reasons why this is making such big news everywhere and it's getting on all the news stations and stuff is because she posted a video a month before she killed herself. Over a month. And no one saw it. And no one still helped her, and she was crying out for help. So you know what? Here's an idea. Let's help the suicidal girl before she kills herself, because I know damn well if I had seen that video, I would not have hesitated to go up to her at school, and yeah, it would have been really freaking awkward, but I would have said, hey, if you need a friend, I can try. I'm not saying that I'm the world's greatest counselor, but I try my best to be there for all of my friends. The way that I wish that someone had been there for me when I was going through my really tough times. Back when I tried to kill myself, the person who texted me ended up being CJ, my current boyfriend, and we're coming up to our 1 year anniversary soon. And little did I know, the reason why I wanted to kill myself so strongly is because I had been raped a week before. So my body had all these feelings that I was like this dirty, terrible person, but because my memories of that night had already slipped away, I didn't know why I felt like that. All I knew is I wanted it all to be over. And it turns out the person who accidentally saved my life would become the most important person in my life, and my best friend. I'm sad that Amanda couldn't have lived long enough to find someone like that. Or that she couldn't have looked around and seen all these people who would have been so strongly affected by her death. And I really wonder if she had been able to see into the future somehow, at how much of a big thing this is causing. Such a huge tidal wave after her death. I wonder if she wouldn't have done it. And I wonder if it really had to take someone dying before the schools would grant so much money into anti-bullying programs. I'm not saying that she was the most wonderful person in the world before she died. I'm not. A lot of people are not that great. I mean, my friends can go up to me and they can say, Nick is awesome. Nick is generous and kind and cares about people. Nick doesn't give a crap about what people think about her, and Nick is radiant with confidence. But you can go up to someone that I used to know or that doesn't really like me, and they'd say that I am a dirty whore who can't stay faithful to someone for longer than 10 minutes. And you can look into my past and you can see that I used to gossip and bully people all the time, especially with the gossiping and the backstabbing and all that girl drama. And then you can look at my past relationships and see that I have cheated on every single guy I've been with except for CJ. And you could come up with some damn scary conclusions about me. And if people did to me and followed me like they followed Amanda, I don't know if I want to be here either. In fact, I damn well know I would not want to be here. I've sent nude pictures of myself to my boyfriend before, and he showed a friend. Not my current boyfriend. It fucking hurt. It hurt like hell to know that someone that I didn't give permission to saw me like that. So I can never imagine having that picture shown to everyone. You would instantly lose all respect for yourself. I don't see how you could not lose respect for yourself over that. And she shouldn't have. Because everyone deserves a second chance. And she was robbed of it every time she tried. By some asshole who decided to degrade her. Long story short, I think the schools should not be putting so much money into anti-bullying programs, and they should be putting more money into programs that help promote self-confidence, help teach kids to not to ignore the words, and to feel good enough about yourself that you don't need the approval of online strangers, because I know people who have done that, and they are damn nice people. So I hate these idiots running around judging her and saying that she deserved it. Yeah, she made some damn mistakes, but you know what? I've slept with a guy who had a girlfriend before. And you know what? I know from really fucking awesome people who made mistakes back in grade 7, and they flashed their, tatas to the internet. Doesn't make them bad people. In fact, one of them is my best friend. No one deserves to have to go through this. My final message is that if you feel suicidal or you feel so depressed that you can't be here anymore, reach out. Don't just reach out to the internet. Don't just reach out to your friends. Tell an adult. Tell a teacher. Tell a parent. Tell someone. Because I know that everyone's situation is different. I know that I told my mom that I was depressed and she laughed it off because I'm such an upbeat person all the time. And I know that I told my friend that I was raped and he didn't believe me. But you know what? If you keep trying, there's help out there for everybody. You don't have to do it. You never have to do it. There's always another option. Alright. Love you guys. Please Dolphins if you like and subscribe. I'm out.